Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. Now, CARIRI, in collaboration with esteemed partners such as the Organization of American States, the Trust for the Americas, and the City Foundation, is excited to announce an upcoming event that is going to blow your mind. The Tech for TT Hackathon, building a sustainable future and inclusive future as well. This morning, I want to welcome Senior Business Development Officer at CARIRI, Breau, and Technologist at CARIRI, Achoy, to have a conversation about this hackathon that's happening. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi,
Good morning.
How are you all doing this morning?
We're all right.
Good.
All right, Laura, let me start with you. Tell me about this Tech for TT Hackathon. What are the objectives of it? Where did this come from?
So the tagline for the Tech for TT Hackathon is really building a sustainable and inclusive future. All right, so we want to focus on really, when we think inclusivity, we're thinking about opportunities for a wider cross-section of the population. It's really targeted towards youth between the ages of 16 to 34.
Okay.
And because the hackathon does not really need you to have all these hard coding, it's an introductory type competition, we really opened that up because through the DIA Youth Innovation Lab, which is part of the project, the ICT departments in collaboration with the entrepreneurship unit, we provide training for these young people. So throughout Trinidad and Tobago, vulnerable areas in Trinidad and Tobago, we open that opportunity for them to be part of this competition. And the objective is really so that you harness the power of technology to solve problems within your community through technology.
And I think that part is key because when I heard hackathon the first time, I wasn't thinking about solving problems at first. I was thinking about creating some problems because oftentimes when we hear the word hack, we hear it in a negative context. So Che, tell me in terms of, all right, so we established that it's youth from 16 to 34, right? And we want them to solve problems using technology. How do we begin to approach that?
So the hackathon, as Laura mentioned, would be 48 hours from Friday the 22nd to the 25th.
Right.
What we really want to do is create a positive space. It's an online virtual event. And within that 48 hours, you will mostly, as she said, it's not too much, it is technology, but not too much hard coding, matrix like long lines of code. What we're doing is you're really coming up with ideas, so using a lot of creativity, you're coming up with your teams. It is a team event, minimum 2, maximum 4.
Okay.
You're coming up with your ideas to solve problems around 4 pillars, which would be future of work, sustainable innovation. Gender equality, and youth empowerment. So those are the categories that get some specific challenges. And as Laura said, you would get coaching from the entrepreneurship side, as well as some practical short sessions from the ICT side, which will show you how to build out an app or a website or a technology solution that will kind of showcase the minimum set of features to demonstrate that your idea works.
Okay, so these people who come in to be a part of the hackathon, all they need to have is the idea. They need to develop the idea,
right.
And the coding would come from the more experienced engineers around who would assist in the situation.
But, so not too much coding, but so I don't want to say that because it's only 48 hours. We can't build it out.
Well, exactly.
So basically, it's a mock-up. So it's a prototype. So we just get an idea of the visuals, how it look. We mock up that as you press this button, this would happen.
No, this is not the first one, is it?
No.
So tell me about some of the ideas that would have come out of the last one and what some of the things that would have been addressed, some of the solutions.
So one of the most notable ones from the most recent hackathon last year, we had one of our entrepreneurs, he created an e-learning platform called Adventure to facilitate teachers and students through the use of AR. Augmented reality.
Okay.
So he would have built the platform, he would have taken drone shots and footage throughout Trinidad and Tobago and incorporated that into his solution to help really foster that learning. And he is looking through this, because part of the winners, they get seed funding to a development, further development of their idea. All right.
Laura, how much are we talking when we say seed funding?
Well, it's as a starter. So we're looking at $1,000 US, and we're looking at 3 winners. But just to piggyback on what Che was saying, if there are open source options for these young people to use, no code. So we give them challenges on Friday. In those thematic areas she would have mentioned, there are specific challenges, and they would choose which one of the challenges, whether it's to build a system, build an app, build a platform, and then they go off with their teams on Saturday and Sunday. They build that. So that is what, you know, the teams would have done over the last 2 years, and then they come and they present that solution, and the best 3 would
So they have just Saturday to decide and to work on it. So Friday
Saturday and Sunday, yeah.
So they work on it Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And is registration closed for this already, or can people still register to be a part of it?
They can still register. Registration closes on Wednesday the 20th. So they can look at our social media platforms. We are, you know, the registration link is there, Instagram, Facebook. And, you know, they can always email me if they want more information.
Give them your email address.
Sure. It's LDABREAU@CARIRI, CARIRI.com. But we really want to encourage our young people to participate, to try. You know, a lot of them, they're studying, they're getting some of the information in school, at university level and so on. But it's an opportunity to implement it, to work with your teams.
Yeah. Che, what is the impact that you see the hackathon having on society? Because, I mean, we mentioned the young people, we want them to find solutions to some of these challenges that we're facing, right? But what is the impact that you've seen based on previous hackathons?
So there's a bunch of different ways it can impact. So in one direct way, it helped Kwesi Edwards develop EdVenture, his program. He used the seed funding there. The other ways is simply a way to collaborate, connect. A lot of people come together, they find collaboration partners, they're all in the same space. It's a good networking opportunity for people within that age group to find potential collaborators to do other projects around.
Does it also help CARIRI to find the next generation of technology experts?
Well, that is the whole goal of it. What we're trying to do is find the next generation of technology experts, but also inculcate that within disenfranchised groups, right? And part of what Laura mentioned was the DIA lab. They can apply to the DIA lab, which turns out about 300 students each year, so 900 since inception. And they offer hands-on skill training in website development, coding, entrepreneurship, life skills, all those things that you know we can't do on that 48 hours. It is available there, and it is free to the public. They just have to register for it. And it is
that one is 16 to 34 as well.
16 to 34.
But Israel hate on old people, boy. What you have to do is a rough life. All right, Laura, tell people how they can be a part of the hackathon, the TT hackathon this year.
All right, so they can tech for TT, yes. So, you know, apply. The registration form is online. It's open until tomorrow, Wednesday at 4 p.m. We do encourage you. Friday is the opening at around 2. We will issue the challenges, and from Friday afternoon they can start hacking. On Sunday they submit their final submission, and on Monday it's the pitches for the judging. All right, so I do encourage them to get more information on our social media pages.
All right, give them the social media pages or the website that they can go to as well.
All right, so it's CARIRI or the Caribbean Industrial Research Institute, Instagram, Facebook. We do have a lot of information there.
Great. So, Laura, thank you so much for joining us. Che, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on another year of Tech for TT Hackathon. Of course, I want to wish you all the best this weekend. I know it's going to be amazing, and we look forward to seeing some of the solutions that come out of it.
Definitely.
All right, guys, we take a quick break, and when we come back, unique, not different. Stick around.